twist that you've abandoned plans to go down to 125. So what's the plan right now?
Yeah, I was told that there's no way that Demetrious is going to accept the fight. They've offered him a lot of money, I was told, and that he just won't budge. That there's nothing he's going to do to take that fight. So there's no reason for me to cut to 125s. I mean, within 3 weeks, I was waking up at 140 pounds. You know, I was doing everything right. I was training my butt off and eating right, and it was exciting to see the transformation of my body that fast too. So it's definitely a possibility, but unfortunately he did not want to fight.
So is the plan now to wait for Cody to heal up?
Yes, the plan is now to wait for Garbrandt and get that belt.
Was there any thought of you just taking a more contender fight at 125, or is it just title or nothing?
I think first and foremost I wanted to fight for the belt. It was the right time for the Demetrious fight. I felt like as well. But it just didn't really work out.
What has been the reception like on the show? Because I think from a coaching standpoint, you look like you were doing your job, and it seemed like you came across really well on the show.
Yeah, from the fans and from what I've heard, it seems like it's come across very, very well. Like I said, I feel like some true colors have come out, and I said that before the show even started. Like, what's your expectations for the show? And that was kind of it. That I've always wanted to coach the Ultimate Fighter ever since I've been on it, and since I've been successful in the UFC. That was something I've wanted a goal of mine to do. When I was told I was going to coach against Cody and Team Alpha Male, I didn't want to do it. Right. But like I said, that was the only way I was going to get my title fight, and I wasn't going to pass up the opportunity. But I'm glad I gutted it out and did it.
Where's training camp for you now? Because I know Colorado, you were there. There's the muscle farm thing that's no longer a thing. Were you in California now? Where are you for training camp?
I'm both. I'm still in Colorado. My foul has just got done today. Finished it out today, so we're going to move in this weekend. I'm still living out in Colorado, training with Dwayne out there. Elevation Fight Team still exists. So Muscle Farm was sponsoring the team. Yeah. They just cut the sponsorship, and so it's still Elevation Fight Team out there. I'm doing some training out there as well as cross training in Southern California and working with some new trainers down there. I got a new strength conditioning coach, Sam Calavita, out of the training lab, which the guy's been amazing. He's made some big gains with me, and I've been real impressed with it, as well as coming along and working with Felipe de la Monica, Gracie Baja, Mark Munoz at Kings MMA, and Daryl Christian, and so many guys that have been adding to my game down in Southern California. Kind of almost build my own little team down there.
It seems like it. Like training partners, though, who are some of the people, like notable fighters that you've been working with down in California?
Juan Archuleta, which was supposed to actually fight tomorrow, which I don't know if the fight's actually going to happen now.
Vince Murdoch, that's right.
Vince was 8 pounds overweight, so I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm actually waiting to hear about that.
Team Alpha Male guy, too.
Yeah, came in 8 pounds overweight. It was ridiculous. And then Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico is one of the guys I've been training with. He's an animal. Unfortunately, his debut didn't go the way he wanted it to, but the kid's got a very bright future. Working with Raja, he's got a big fight coming up. John Tuck, he's a little heavier than I am, but working with RDA and some guys like that, just getting some movement in. We got some smaller guys that are up and coming as well.
You've talked about a lot of surprises for you on the Ultimate Fighter show. Was Danny Castillo kind of coming at you, and Justin Buchholz one of those?
I feel like that was the biggest surprise to me. Those are the guys I was the closest with at Alpha Male. We were friends, like real good friends. Danny actually came out and was living with me in Colorado before he got cut from the UFC, and we were boys, and so I always thought at least he'd have my back a little bit, or maybe not be involved with it as much. But yeah, that was the most surprising, is that I had some friends that kind of, when the cameras turned on, were more about building their names up than actually being a true friend.
Have you talked to any of them since?
I talked to him the night the show ended, when we all went out that night. Kind of had a little heart-to-heart then, but no, I haven't spoken with him since.
Do you think that's the cameras, or do you think that's them actually, just trying to support their team, kind of them going after you?
A little bit of both, I mean, I know it's a way to build his name, because Buchholz was real disrespectful to Dwayne too during the show, and there's no way I feel like he'd be like that in person, and I think it was a way to try to build some drama between him and Dwayne, and really hype up his own name as a coach, and trying to feed off Dwayne as being Coach of the Year, and trying to get him, push him for himself. He's really trying to hype up his own name, how he's this greatest coach, and. So the drama was going to hype their name up, as well as this is their job now, Their job is to be behind their team, and their team has to hate me now, I guess. So.
How's Dwayne dealing with all this? Because he came across, he was just, just sitting there taking it. He doesn't seem like a confrontational guy. How's he doing with the, everything that happened on the show?
It's definitely something he doesn't want to deal with. Drama's not his thing. He's kind of one of those guys that he's 0 from 100. So you piss him off, he's probably going to be a fist fight. So he kind of had to pull himself back a little bit. He did a real good job. I got a little nervous there when it started getting down with him. I thought things were going to get heated. I know I can control myself, but when it started hashing out on Dwayne, I thought it was going to get a little ugly.